of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No.
That's okay.
Let me hand it back.
Oh.
So Supervisor Miller is not here with us today, so I'd like to make a motion that we appoint Trustee Barb Burt to run the meeting.
Mike,
Or I'll second
We
it.
can't hear you.
I'm talking to Mike.
So Karen Miller is not here today, so I made a motion to appoint Trustee Barb Burt to run the township meeting for tonight. And it was supported by Carol Faftall. All in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed? I turn it over to Trustee Barb Burt.
Okay. Well, good evening, everybody. This is a first for me, so I'll try to do my best. And we will need a roll call from Madam Clerk.
Yes. So we have Trustee Faftall,
Present.
Treasurer Anderson,
Present.
Supervisor Miller is absent. Clerk Triplett is here. Mr. Clee, Trustee Clee is absent, and Trustee Campbell present. Thank you.
And Barb's
And
here.
Burt, I'm sorry. I've already put you in the supervisor position, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And Trustee Burt,
Thank you. Here.
thank you.
Do we have any additions or deletions to the agenda tonight? No? Okay. Has everybody had a chance to look at the minutes from the last meeting? And if so, we'll need a motion.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of February 21st, 2022.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Anybody? Okay, we're going to public comment. You have 1 minute. We change it. No, I'm joking. You have 4 minutes to come up and talk, whatever you'd like to talk about. Anybody want to come up? Mr. Roberts?
Who could have ever guessed I would come up and talk? My name is Gerald Roberts, 4487 Lundywood Drive, Swartz Creek, Michigan. Being my age, I'm going through a little bit of a problem, so I had to use the restroom in here. But I saw on the thing it said women only, and there was a Wonder Woman in there. Now, I know Tom is the only man on the board there, but sometimes he might have to go too. So I don't know what the problem is, but something needs to be changed if we're gonna come here and we have to go, because I don't wanna go out and find a bush outside, okay? First comment. Second comment, we're kind of in a state of national depression right now. There was a vote in the House, 430 Democrats voted against opening up our oil reserves and start pumping gas in the U.S. First time I went out on Grand Blanc Road, gas out there is over $4 a gallon. Prior to their president, it was like $1, I think, 87. Something dramatically has to happen. What's happening over in Ukraine is terrible. There's a difference between good and evil right now. Every one of us need to pray for the people that are being killed and slaughtered over there. Switching gears a little bit. Probably about a month and a half ago, I ended up seeing 2 articles in the Flint Journal, and I said I'm going to stop taking the Flint Journal because it's too biased, one-sided. But prior to me doing that, I got a Sunday paper, and it had a insert in the back. And believe it or not, the insert was thicker than what the journal was. You know what that insert was? People that were past due on paying their property taxes. I personally know one of our commercial businesses here. He's got up here and spoke before. This last year, he couldn't afford to pay his taxes last year. It's been brought to this board. It's been brought to the supervisor, brought to the person in the tax department. He had an appraisal that cost him buku dollars. I fought the state, and the only way that you're going to get any results with regard to the state is having an assessment by a certified assessor. Sometimes it costs more for the assessment, but you have to prove a point. I won 3 times at the state, but it cost me money out of my pocket. My end result was that it cost me more than what if I would have just let it go through. Right now, this last week, I got an assessment on my valuation of my property, assessed valuation. The true value of my property from 1 year went up $16,800. Does that seem feasible to you? It's almost as if all these people that were in the back showing that they couldn't pay their taxes, and like our commercial friend up here, couldn't pay his taxes. It's almost as if kick them when they're down. I'm
Okay.
sorry, but that's the way I feel. Something needs to change. We need to start thinking about people like me and people like here that are reaching in their wallet and having to pay the money. It's hard enough to go
Mr.
to the
Roberts.
grocery store and also down here to the gas station to get our gas.
Mr. Roberts,
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you. Anybody else? No? Okay, next we have reports. Isn't the pay the bills usually ahead?
No.
No? Okay, we have reports. I do not have a report tonight. Anybody here? Any trustees?
No.
Okay, then I guess we'll have to go over there to that table over there.
That was fast. I
Chief
wasn't ready for you.
Salter. I'll say it was Chief Salter. Do you have a report tonight?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, thank you.
Since our last board meeting, your PD's responded to over 1,120 calls, including 184 traffic stops, 79 business checks, and 48 residence checks. I know a lot of times I give that big number of over 1,000 calls. I usually don't say what's included in some of them calls. Just an example, I'd say disorderlies were 58 times. Domestics, which is supposed to be one of the dangerous calls for police, was 59 times. Hold-up alarms, 12. Kidnappings, 2.
Louder, please.
Person with a gun, 6. Shots fired, 11. And unknown trouble, 46. That's just some of the types of calls that we go to every day. Some of our highlights: Sergeant Nemenchek trained about 20 personnel in ALICE training. That's the alert, lockdown, inform, counter, and evacuate training that we
Nice.
do. That was at the Boys and Girls Club on Bristol Road on February 25th. We're going to start attending the meetings monthly just to get more involved with that group. So, I do not have any items for the agenda.
Thank you very much. Chief Beckley?
Thank you. Since the last board meeting, your fire department's responded to 38 calls. On February 23rd, we responded to a structure fire at Sunridge Apartments. Luckily, this fire was contained to the stove area. There was a lot of smoke in the building, but luckily minor damage there. And then I'm sure most of us are aware that early Monday morning, February 28th, approximately 4:50 in the morning, we responded to a structure fire at Long John Silver's on Linden. Upon arrival of fire crews, there was smoke and fire from the roof. There was extensive damage to the building, and we were assisted in this incident by Swartz Creek Fire Department, Burton, Grand Blanc Township, Mount Morris Township, Flushing, and Mundy Township. We are still investigating this fire to try to determine a cause. That will be ongoing. Also, since the last meeting, we have installed smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors in 2 homes within the township. If anyone is in need of smoke detectors or CO alarms, we do have those. Give us a call, 810-732-4413. We will be more than happy to schedule a time. We'll come out, we'll install them. We encourage every home and business to have working smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. So we would love to help you out with that if anybody is in need.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, Tracy?
I have one item on the agenda, and just to remind people, I know some of you would have gotten the email already, but Daily Deals is having their grand opening on March 11th. That's this Friday. Doors will open at 10, so the ribbon cutting will be probably around 9:45. So if we can have people there between 9:30 and 9:45, that would be great. And that is in the old Babies R Us building right next to Michael's, if you're interested in attending. And then, like I said, I do have one item on the agenda for this
Okay,
evening.
thank you. Okay, next, Madam Treasurer.
Yes, trustees should have received copies of the invoices and the disbursements. So a motion is in order to pay bills in the amount of $839,788.89 and to acknowledge tax disbursements that went out in the amount of $2,784,797.86.
Motion would be in order.
Support.
Carol? Second?
Second.
Anya? Okay, roll call, please.
Roll call. Trustee Campbell?
Yes.
Clerk Triplett, yes. Treasurer Anderson?
Yes.
Trustee Fabdahl?
Yes.
And Trustee Burt?
Yes. Okay, motion passes. There are no correspondence for this evening's agenda. So, new business. We have a public hearing for the O'Sullivan Development. And Tracy, do you want to talk a little bit about that? And then I'll open it up.
Sure. The John P. O'Sullivan Distributing has made a request that we create an industrial development district for a piece of land that is across the street on Marketplace from the current structure that they're in. They have expanded about 2 or 3 years ago, and they're looking that they need to expand again. And so they're looking at their options, but for some reason that piece in there was never turned into a district while most of the other parcels that are in there are. It is part of a Renaissance zone and an opportunity zone, but for some reason it just never had the IDD designation. So that's what this is for. And I know that Julie is here from John P. O'Sullivan if you'd like more information on their project.
Okay, now, is this where I should open it to the public first? Okay, so at 6:14, we're going to open it for public comment. So if anybody would like to come up here and talk, speak? Anybody? Oh, going once? Going twice? 3 times, okay. So it is closed at 6:14, the same thing. Julie, did you want to say anything?
Hi, everybody. My name is Julie Rayhoot. I'm the controller over at John P. O'Sullivan. And I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information. Like Tracy said, we did come out a couple years ago in front of you guys for an IDD for an expansion on our property. Our business continues to thrive in this economy. We're expanding our portfolio. We've launched into the non-alcoholic realm, which has been very, very profitable for us. In doing that, we have purchased the property across the street. In the near future, we would love to put up a building which would bring more jobs in the community. The ownership there, Joni and Sean, they've been in that building since 1980. Her parents have owned that business, and she really wants to stay in the Flint Township area. So we looked at opportunities, and this one came up, and we would just like your consideration to turn this into an industrial development area.
Thank you.
Okay, so then action item B would be to make a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion that we approve the expansion and move forward with it.
Second?
Anderson supports.
We need a roll call for that, correct? Or do you think?
Yeah, since the resolution.
Okay, roll call.
Trustee Fabdo
Yes.
and Treasurer Anderson?
Yes.
Clerk Triplett, yes. Trustee Campbell?
Yes.
Campbell? And Trustee Vert?
Yes. Does anybody hear that sound?
Like a reverb,
Huh?
like a reverb.
I know, I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, just curious.
it's not just you.
Huh?
It's not just you.
I know, I'm like, okay, is somebody playing a game on their phone? I don't know. All right, next one is action item C. It's a rezoning of 4150 Vance Lake Road. And I think we all got something on the table here tonight that gives a little bit more information about it. So, has everybody had a chance to read this? So a motion would be in order. This is the final reading, so it's to approve the rezoning,
To approve the ordinance, yes.
right?
I'll go ahead and make the motion then to approve the ordinance zoning for the property located at 4150 Van Slyke Road, parcel 07-35-200-015, for the purpose of converting the property into a storage facility, both indoors and outdoors.
Second?
I'll second it.
Yep. And this is a roll call also.
So roll call. Clerk Triplett, yes. Trustee Campbell
Yes.
and Trustee Vert.
No.
Trustee Fabdo
Yes.
and Treasurer Anderson.
Yes.
Motion passed. Okay, the next is a request to hire a full-time clerical level position. Lisa, did you want to speak on that?
I will speak on this, and what I will do, we do have, everybody has in their packet a synopsis of the request, but I'd like to just kind of read through it for the audience, because I know there's been a lot of conversation regarding the full-time clerical position in the clerk's department. But at the February 7th Board of Trustees meeting, the board authorized the Personnel Committee to hire a full-time clerical 3 individual to fill the vacant position in the clerk's department. Interviews were held on Monday, February 7th and February 8th. There were 3 candidates who were granted interviews. In addition to the interviews, applicants were given a written test as well as a computer skills test. The Personnel Committee agreed to extend the offer to Redonna Banks, and she has accepted the offer, and she is in her full-time position, and we are really excited to have her. Tonight, the Personnel Committee would like to request authorization to hire an additional full-time clerical 3 position in the clerk's department. We know there were 2 positions. We had talked about maybe moving it to a half-time position for the second position. But since we've have our new clerk here, we got 3 elections for this year. It's just been a lot of work, and just kind of taking over the whole department, as you know, was cleared out. So we just need the additional help to be able to do that. We also know that the funding was, we have the budget there for the half-time position. 2 of the individuals, Ms. Clerk Triplett, as well as the new hire that came in, did not take our health benefits. So that opens up quite a bit of additional funding that will still be in the budget because they will not be utilizing those. So we'll be able to use those funds and able to help offset the cost of this position. So with that, we would like to be able to extend it to one of the other applicants that we did have hired. She comes with a lot of experience. We were quite impressed at during the interviews and think that she would make a wonderful addition to the township. So I'd like to make a motion that the board authorizes the Personnel Committee to extend an offer of employment for full-time of a position in the clerical unit.
Is there a second?
A second.
Is there any discussion or comments?
So we've hired Radonna and then another full-time person.
Yes.
And this person is possibly going to be what might be a floater
Yes.
because of her knowledge of many different departments.
A current employee?
No.
The question?
Anything else? Okay, take a roll call.
Okay, Clerk Triplett, yes. Trustee Campbell.
No.
Trustee Burt.
Yes.
Trustee Fabdaw.
Yes.
And Treasurer, Ms. Anderson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion carries. Okay, our next meeting is March 21st at 6 o'clock. If there's no other business, we're adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming, everybody.
Thank you. That's good job. Thank you, guys.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. At work or at play, you're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Oh, hey. She's cute. Nice going, man. Things are going great for you. You've earned a night out. Good drinks, good friends. Yeah, we can go ahead and call this a good night. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Not smart. Yeah, I saw that coming. Say goodbye to her. Ouch, that'll hurt your bank account. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. I hope you like eating frozen dinners. Alone. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.